Tom DeLonge is on a mission to prove the existence of mysterious flying crafts. This topic has been featured heavily in the news recently, with people like Elon Musk giving their opinions on the subject. One thing that's come to light is that officials are heavily investigating this topic, having various different videos showing these mysterious objects defying the laws of aviation, with even former presidents coming forward and saying that some of these sightings and encounters can't be explained. Interestingly, a few months back Tom posted an interesting photograph and caption on his Instagram, but it soon got removed not long after being up. The photograph and message was saved by online users, but some couldn't understand why the post had been taken down, while others said that Tom may have been forced to take the post down. It said the following: in the early 50s, a man was claiming to have regular visits from spacemen that were the same entities that UFO contactees described meeting, as well as the same ones he said were portrayed in the Bible as angels. He said they put outposts in the solar system and had connections to Atlantis and Lemuria. He took many photos in the early 50s, no Photoshop or computers, but many were overexposed potentially because of the propulsion field coming from the craft. A man in 2017 wanted to make a 3D animation of the craft, and asked to borrow all of the photos and negatives from the 50s to help create the animation. Upon digital enhancement, within a black negative this figure and craft appeared. This may be what the people describe as the tall whites or the Atlanteans, or the angels of the Bible. They glow, they can almost look translucent, and it's as if they're surrounded by an electromagnetic force field, but really they may be walking around on Earth, just like men as the Bible texts describe." End quote. The post immediately created a discussion online, with some users saying that the photographs don't show anything of interest, and that it's likely nothing, while others came forward and said that they've encountered similar looking beings. According to local legends and stories, Shasta Mountain is very spiritual, and is said to be placed on top of the lost continent of Lemuria. Since the early 1880s, locals close to the region have reported seeing mysterious flying crafts close to the mountain, along with strange people who would walk up to the mountain and then vanish. Others said that these individuals actually live inside the mountain, and that inside is a lost advanced society. Amateur researchers who have looked into the topic of UFOs have said these crafts are particularly interested in volcanoes, and that every year photographs are taken of them entering these systems. The story of Lemuria is a long one, but according to those that have looked into its history, the Lemurians are said to be an ancient advanced society who eventually relocated underground, and since then this is where they've stayed. As mentioned earlier, most who have looked into this have said that they currently reside underneath or inside Mount Shasta. The Lemurians are thought to be peaceful, kind, hyper-intelligent and all-forgiving. All beings that lived in Lemuria worked together in harmony, were all equal and all respected Mother Earth. Many ancient writings throughout the world talk about a great flood that took out many different civilizations, and people who have looked into advanced civilizations have said that either they were taken out as well, or they were forced to live underground, and have since stayed there. Others have suggested that the Lemurians actually disguised themselves and started living alongside other humans, saying that most agree that their general appearance is that of a tall human, with blonde hair and blue eyes. Doing a reverse search on the image that Tom posted doesn't bring up anything, causing some to say that this photograph could be the real deal. The overall appearance and characteristics of this alleged species remind some of the tall whites or the Nordics. According to MUFON, the second most commonly reported alien is nearly completely identical to human beings, and this is in almost every other way except for a few key differences. Referred to by MUFON as the Nordic alien species, the Nordic aliens are reportedly aliens that have long blonde hair, so blonde that is commonly mistaken as being white, pale skin, deep blue eyes, and typically males stand between 6 and 7 feet tall. Many who have claimed to have encountered the Nordic aliens, or have been abducted by the species, claims that the Nordic aliens possess advanced telepathic abilities, able to communicate entire concepts and emotions with their abductees, and instill them with a tremendous amount of new information. Although many claim that the species is kind in nature, with some saying that the Nordic aliens are preparing to save the human race via abduction in the event of a world-ending catastrophe, there appears to be a number of apocalyptic and doomsday cults that worship the Nordic aliens in sinister ways. However, those that have been taken by these entities have said the feeling of being in their presence was something that they'll never forget. Scientists and researchers though don't buy into this idea, saying that these are just stories, and those saying that they've been taken into ships are most likely dreaming, reporting that sleep paralysis can make you think that things are happening around you when they aren't. Scientists have also said that they've never found an advanced civilization living beneath Mount Shasta. Researchers have said that the government could be gearing up to tell us something, noting that things like Space Force could have been created in order to communicate with advanced species outside of our solar system. Former employees who worked for the government have also detailed that they're hiding information from the general public, and that they have decades-old documents that aren't being shared, saying that they show proof of mysterious flying crafts that are much more advanced than what we have. Believers though have said that people who don't believe in UFOs are closed-minded, and regardless of what they might think, we have evidence of advanced crafts flying into mountains and volcanoes. So what do you make of this interesting photograph? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comments section below, and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.